Hey everyone, have a look at this dirty old Hilux. Amazing. It's just amazing. Have a look at this old worn out Hilux. Sorry, no bit of a lack of light here, but have a look at the kilometres on this thing. 553,760. Over 500,000 kilometres. One of these cars, one of these with a crap pistons, isn't it? Everybody says they're, not everybody, a few people reckon, oh, they're those crap pistons. Oh, well, just wait till you have a look at these ones. Let's get in under the engine bay there and have a bit of a look-see-pooksy at this Hilux 3-litre D4D. Look at this terribly dirty pox engine bay. Look at it. You wouldn't know. You think it's done 100,000 Ks, wouldn't you? So watch it, because people do get the speedos wound back. The odometer, you know. There's other evidence around where you can see what's really happened here. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom, right? Have a look at this thing, eh? 553,000 kilometres. Looks all right, doesn't it?
Yep.
100,000, 200,000, whatever. All looks about the same if you look after it. Original engine, yes. The one with the crappy pistons. You know, those rubbish pistons that are no good. But just happens to be on a whole lot of engines that there's no issue with them. So how could they be crappy pistons? But anyway, I don't know. You just have a think about it. See what makes sense to you and see if it's a bit how you going. If you're feeling a bit how you going, then you might need to just work it out, you know. Okay, so a bit of history on this one. First time we saw it, I don't know, about 7 years ago. 260,000 kilometres. The good news is, being a 2013 is what it is, it would have come out with a full DLC injectors, and no, I don't remember stripping those down and confirming or anything like that, but that's what it would have been. He brought, I think it was more of it was running well, brought it as a more of a prevention more than anything, and I said, mate, and I could have my kilometres on, it could be 250, 270, but I think it was about 260. He probably said, hey, you know, a bit of prevention, and, you know, do you want to check it out, and maybe we should do that, and I probably said, at 260,000 kilometres, I'm not checking anything, I'm just doing the job, mate. Those injector seats are about to leak if they haven't already. You know, the injectors, they won't be working right, even though, look, apparently it's got a little bit noisy on a recent drive, you know, over certain roads, tick, 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 and all this, whatever. I'm not going to waste time on it, right? And this is how I roll. If you bring me a vehicle that's got injectors that have done 300,000 kilometres and it's got some sort of problem or a noise or whatever, I'm not going to waste a minute on it. I'm not even going to look at the diagnostic. I want to get the injectors out, put some fresh ones in, get the basics up to scratch first, and then we'll look and see if there's a problem. If it didn't happen to fix it, bad luck, because it needed it anyway, but it'll probably fix it because it's all about the injectors and it's all about getting brand new genuine ones. So subscribe, turn the bell on. You don't want to miss all our other videos, but look at this. How good and clean is this? So all the job's been done. As far as I'm concerned, for a long time it's been running in good condition, and that's why it's still going at 553,000 kilometres. I don't think I can do that again anyway. I could try maybe later in the video, but we won't take too much longer. I just wanted to say, have a look at this. 553 Ks. We have seen and heard of some with higher Ks, even over 1 million kilometres, but you know what? The ones we see are typically coming up around 400,000 to 500,000 Ks. A lot of those, you know, there's plenty with 100. You saw 66,000 Ks in a recent video. So you can see what a massive long life that's got ahead of it. Hopefully this gives you some confidence if you look after it following my schedule. He said, mate, love the video. He goes, you know, YouTube star, love the videos. And I said, oh, do you actually really watch them? He said, yeah, I do. I said, really? Because a lot of people don't, you know. Yes, you know who you are. You might have watched this video, but anyway, one video a day, people. It's up to you if you want to get yourself educated. Follow the information. Have a look at the tank. It's getting a bit discoloured and the coolant level's down, which is a concern. Okay, so I wonder if, you know, even it's, who knows what that's going to be. So we're going to get in there. We're going to do this work. We're going to have a look around, see what's going on. There could be a problem with the EJAR cooler. There could be a problem with the original water pump light on. The original water pump. So does that mean everybody's going to not do the BFE job now? You know what I mean? I'm unselling the BFE kit. What's the BFE kit? Heaps of people asking. Watch the videos. Check the playlist. It's got the letters BFE in it, and you'll know what it is. Bacon fried eggs. Okay, so the BFE kit includes the water pump, because usually, got to tell you, they don't last this long. It might not be. Look, it might not be. It might have been changed with a one-piece pump, you know, back then, you know what I mean? Back then when it leaked, whoever changed it, whatever. Even back then, to be quite honest, at the start, of course, I was using those one-piece pumps till I went, hey, what are we doing here? We can convert everyone over to the two-piece pump, and then if the water pump leaks, instead of pulling all this massive job, all this gear out, we just change the water pump. You know, it's still a job, but much easier. So that's why you watch this channel, because we've got ways of saving you money. We're not trying to sell you anything really. We've got the kits there because they might help you. They're the quality kits, the original and the best. But, you know, if you don't want one and you want to get whatever you want to do, that's fine too. Doesn't bother me, right? It's all good. Just here to do my part and help. And if I had more time, then I'd have a whole nother channel on every other engine and every other vehicle. But we don't. So we just had to pick the best one, right? The ones that we own and use and maintain, and like-minded people will think and do the same as well. When something better comes along, I'll let you know what it is. I've said that. But look, all original. This would have originally had the long SCV, if you know what I'm talking about. So that's never been changed, right? So the SCV there, never been changed. So I'll just put it out there. We do keep these ones on the shelf. They are different. And if somebody wants to change one as prevention, or you think you might have an issue with fuel pressure, you can contact me Monday morning, 7:30 a.m. with a text message. I had someone last night. Not last night, I mean, I saw the phone this morning. All these missed calls, same person, rang 3 times at about 9 p.m. at night. And then with this message about needing help about it. Of course, I didn't even read it because, you know, it's outside hours and all that. Now I'm busy doing stuff like this. That's why the Facebook groups are there. People ask there. I might have checked it, even though I was a bit grumpy last night. I'm a bit grumpy now too, actually. So there you go. Getting old and grumpy. So watch it with your ringing. When I say don't ring, it doesn't ring. It doesn't even ring. It's just silent. Goes red. Goes to voicemail. Tells you, send a text message. But what do? Ring again. Ring again, ring again. Anyway, weird behaviour. Anyway, I'm a bit concerned about this one because of the higher Ks and the coolant loss over there, that there could be something else going on. So I'm actually thinking we might pull the E-jar cooler off this one. And, or we might have a very careful look when we open it up to see if there's any water on the intake side. Right, so yeah, we've got to be looking for something. This could be an interesting one. This is what I'm thinking, right? Because rarely do Hiluxes or Prados, 1KDs, lose coolant and come in looking with a coolant level low like that. So we need to see if we can, we're changing, we're doing, look, we're doing an injector job because it's due. We're doing a BFE job because it's due, right? And some other related works, that sort of thing. Right? Big jobs, injector replacement, BFE. So basically everything on the top, front side. This side will pretty well stay together. Everything's going to come off the motor. Big cleanup, big birthday. All right, good cars, worth keeping. I believe that's the original drive belt, people. Can you believe it? So if you don't want to change it, right? I don't know if it's got the original bearings. What you got to remember with this one, this is not a four-wheel drive, right? It's not an off-roader, right? See this, you know? It's not an off-roader, it's in good, clean condition. You can see. I mean, look at the headlight. I don't know if he's done the headlight job or whatever, but the car's in good, clean condition. And it does highway kilometres. That's why it's done so many Ks. A lot of highway Ks, you know, a bit of interstate stuff as well, but a lot of longer trips. It doesn't go to the milk bar. It doesn't go around the court. It doesn't just go to the gym, the milk bar, and to school pickups and drop-offs, right? It does the big kilometres. So this is an advantage for any vehicle. Remembering that the faster you travel and the more load you've got, the harder the engine's working as well. So it is, of course, those kilometres are like a higher factor for having issues with, you know, if you're going to come across a cracked piston, if it wasn't running in peak condition and you had wrong combustion, under those load conditions, and that combination is one of the contributors to having a cracked piston. Of course, you know, the biggest ones are chips, tunes and remaps, so you can get those if you want. If you don't trust Toyota, how they did it, even though you paid the money for their vehicle, you don't trust how they did it, you want more, then you can do that if you want. But does that make sense to you? Anyway, makes sense to some people. Weird things make sense to some people, don't they? Anyway, how clean's this? Look, if you brought this into me, if I didn't see the odometer, I wouldn't be able to pick this for, you know, you could tell me it's done 150,000 kilometres, right? So let's see how the job goes. There could be a few videos on this one you might not want to miss, so hit the subscribe and all that so you don't miss it. Yeah, who knows what's going to happen. Some big works to do. We want to find where this coolant's going because that's a bit of a weird one. We don't really want to be pulling it all apart again. yeah, really, it's not going to be a head gasket. It's not going to be, no, 1KDs. If this is a head gasket or a cracked head or something like that, it's going to be the first one ever. Put in the comments if you've genuinely come across one that hasn't been messed with, but I've never heard of it, right? You know, it's not just our workshop, all the other workshops we know, all the Facebook groups and pages and everything that we scan through and have a look and see what people write and then try and work out if it's real or not. Just looking, it looks like there's somebody's been on the nuts of the exhaust manifold. I don't know that it's had a turbo, but maybe it has had a turbo because looking down there on those nuts, so maybe it has had a turbo or turbo. I forgot to ask that one. A little bit of an oil sweat on it down there, but you know, so original turbo it could be, or has it been replaced? I'm not sure. Anyway, not that I know of at this stage, but it looks like it's been worked on without looking too hard. Anyway, gee, I can talk, can't I? Let's get on with this job and let's see what other videos are. Catch you on the next one. See ya.